The question is from Somak Raychaudhury, who is a postdoctoral fellow at University of Zurich. He asks the following question, that our students severely suffers from lack of uniformity in the syllabus, which differs from university to university. And also due to lack of infrastructure and good teacher, they lag behind the international standard, which have already mentioned. But can't we have lectures by good professors and lecturers, which are videotaped, and we can make their lecture notes online? And how much of these things are possible in this current scenario? How much will this help to reduce the lack of uniformity?
I think that has to happen. I mean, this is the way education is going everywhere. Of course, you don't need to, every university doesn't need to have this kind of program, because distance learning on the web is there everywhere, right? You can actually, sign up for the MIT, Harvard online courses.
Yes,
you can sign up for things online. Or, I mean, these things are already there. The Khan Academy courses or whatever. So that material, can be used and reused in many ways. I think eventually this whole notion of core courses being all recorded and available to students is going to happen, will have to happen. The thing that needs to be done is translations of these things in various regional languages needs to be done, right? That is not there. So somebody who wants to study, for example, physics in Bangla cannot get enough online resources. But somebody who wants to study in English actually can now. If you go on YouTube and look at the various courses on the various online resources, they can. I think eventually universities will also have to link up by Google Hangout like we're doing now, or video conferencing, and actually share courses. I think that is also a way we can both enhance the learning for our students, but also reduce the load on individual professors so that they can do useful stuff, right? There's so much repetition. And so, I can see universities getting together and said, okay, you have a very good quantum mechanics teacher and I have a very good statistical mechanics teacher. Let's just collaborate.
Yes, yes.
And have virtual classrooms. And I mean, India has the resources already to have virtual classrooms. Most universities have these. I don't see why they can't make any use for it. And I think this will happen. And to then, make these things available to the population outside the major cities is going to be a challenge.
Yes.
And also the challenge will be to do them in the vernacular languages.
So, sir, at this moment, I will just make two comments. Firstly, as Padakshep is trying to do a similar thing, we have recently started an open teaching project, which is basically trying to build up good study materials for higher secondary exams, not for undergraduate exams. And because we have seen that people are not getting very good study materials, and even if they're getting it in the cost of a big money, which sometimes they don't have. So we are trying to do that, and I will request you that if you have some advice or some notes or anything.
Absolutely, this is a fantastic job that you've taken up.
And the second thing is that it's a question that said, for 11 and 12, we strongly believe that education should be in Bengali, and we are trying to build up notes in Bengali. But while we moved into undergraduate education and we are focusing towards overall research, do you think that is it worth to build up notes in Bengali, or is it be helpful to teach people and to help people to study in English? So for undergraduates, do you think that whether mother tongue should be a course of medium of education, or
no, I'm not saying that. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I'm not saying that, because in the end, what will happen is that somebody who wants to go into higher education will have to network with people, outside West Bengal. I mean, you cannot just remain in West Bengal, and so having a common language helps.
Yes.
But having said that, somebody who has studied in the vernacular from class 1 to class 12 suddenly cannot make the change going into university to a different language. So I think helping people to make the transition of being able to read these textbooks in English and also to be able to communicate the science in English is important. It is also important to see that people are not put off going into academia because they think it would be too hard for them to do things exclusively in English.
Yes.
And so having the course material available in Bengali, I mean, you can have give a course in Bengali using the English terms,
exactly,
but actually talk in Bengali, right?
Yes.
And you can have, I mean, there are excellent books. I mean, just look at what Bangladesh has done. Bangladesh has translated every single possible textbook that you can get in Bengali. They're available. They have reasoning holiday in Bangla. You can do the problems in Bangla. And so people are doing that. But you have the English textbooks there as well. And so when you're going into university, you can read the English textbooks, but things are explained to you in your own language. And that is what you need.